and welcome to another Pogo knockoff slash bootleg Lego set for review. So you got Spider-Man and Captain America stuff going on here, mostly Spider-Man. And this is the figure from 68 to 75. Now, I do have a earlier two random Pogo figures here, which I'm going to put in this review as well. We have a Vulture here. The Vulture here is numbered at a 42. I guess I'll compare him with the XINH one as well. I'll compare some of these figures with their XINH counterparts to see which one's done better. And this one-off Kraven the Hunter here, you probably noticed that he's also missing his neck fur. This is 43, an earlier, much earlier release, whereas the one in this set is marked at 71. So I'm going to compare those and see how they've changed. This is a relatively new Pogo set. As you can see, the CC Captain America there, whereas the Vulture and the older Kraven the Hunter here are some of the Pogo's early day releases, so they are quite far apart. Starting with the Vulture, the one on the left is Pogo and the one on the right is XINH. And yeah, they are both a little bit different from each other. In terms of overall design, the one on the left here, the Pogo one, is much closer to the official one, because the official one doesn't have all these feather patterns. However, the whole green area feels a bit blurry, as well as this one's a lot sharper. The face is also a lot closer to the official one, and the XINH head just looks far too weird, as well as having the body print being a little bit off-centered. Skin color of the plastic is also much better on the Pogo one. However, the Pogo figure itself, this is an earlier Pogo release, so the legs and plastic cutting around the edges, especially on the base here and the bottom of the legs, a lot more rough. If you look at the back here, the print again is quite different. This one has a little bit of misprint as well. So the Pogo one is definitely the better figure compared to the XINH one. And the XINH has no excuse because this is a pretty recent release, so they should know better. Now, aside from the figure itself, both of them do come with his wings, and the Pogo one is a lot more matte in finish, whereas the XINH one is closer to official Lego because it's just sort of more of a shiny plastic. The molding spots here on the Pogo is also placed on the front, so it's a bit more obvious, whereas the XINH one has them on the back. So see how you prefer that. Both of these do stick on the body's neck a little bit tighter than I would have liked, but not to the point where it doesn't come off. So this still comes off easily enough, it's just a little bit more tight compared to, say, official Lego stuff. So a little bit of an issue, not too important, not, you know, doesn't destroy the figure. Next figure to compare between new and old. Now the newer Pogo release has the fur thing going on. Hello, like my fur. And the face print is a little bit sharper, so is the body. See, the black lines on the older one is a lot thicker and darker. There's also no eye colors on the suit, whereas the newer one has a little bit of eye green. So a little bit more details on the newer one. If I just remove the head, which is quite tight, it's better than the hair being too tight, or helmets being too tight. Neck tight is better. I'll just move his hair too. Same goes for the other one. So you can see a clear look between old and new. You can see they've actually decided to print the fur design on the older one. So if you look at the back here, the old one also doesn't have back head print, and his clutch is also nowhere near as good as the newer one, and the stage just decided to fall off there. And you see the back design is a little bit different because, again, they've printed the fur design there. So, you know, they both got their perks, but overall the new one is better. Now a lot of Pogo stuff have issues, especially with the left arm in terms of clutch being far too tight. So the older one doesn't have that. So this is a lucky figure, I guess. The new one doesn't have that too. Most of the newer Pogo stuff don't have that, so that's good. XINH has decided to go with a completely different design, which you might like or hate. If you want something that copies the original figure, you're going to stick with the Pogo one. If you want something that looks a lot more Asian for some reason, get the XINH one, as well as more yellowy and orangey skin. Now the leg here is a digital print, so you got a very nice The bumpy stuff aside, with digital prints compared to pad printing, you have a nice gradient of fur down his legs, which is very interesting actually. I like this figure a lot. I might actually keep this, even though I plan on getting the official Lego figure. He also has arm printing, and on the back there has the fur printed on there. And if I move his hairpiece, he does have a back kind of sinister face, really. It's creepy. So very different. I can't say which one's better or not, but the overall quality and design, this one's better. But if you want something that's sharp and detailed and follows the original Lego design, then you want this one. So again, both have their perks. Damn it, I'm gonna have to keep that XNH one and the boot and the official Lego. Okay, next figure we have the Scarlet Spider here. Hooray! Pretty cool, pretty neat little figure. Has the hood and everything, printed arms, looks pretty nice. Unfortunate molding issue that happens with quite a lot of bootlegs. A huge gap there in the arm, where someone pinched him too hard. The hood piece is also made out of slightly soft plastic. If you remove the hood, you can still see the hood is actually printed, a printed detail on the figure. So, yeah, and the front as well. So hood or no hood, this definitely accommodates people who prefer printed details or people who prefer plastic details. So that's good on the official Lego design, and this one's copied it pretty well. This is a pretty good Scarlet Spider figure. It looks nice. It's good. The Sandman, he has no accessories whatsoever, which is kinda annoying, kinda crappy. This time XINH has decided to give him the hammer and also copy the figure pretty straight on from the official. So yeah, the sand color on the body on the XINH is actually closer to the plastic. So overall the XINH one does win here. More accessories and better print. And I can't really complain about skin color too much, because you can say he's probably halfway turning to sand. So he has a more sandy skin color. Same goes to the back. The face on the SNH one is more arrogant, like, "You think you can defeat me? Oh, please." Whereas this one's like, So, yeah, XNH one definitely wins this one. But if you want skin color that matches more human color, then you'll probably stick with the Pogo one. That seems to be a lot of the case with the XNH one. They just can't get the skin color right with the plastic. Next we have here, I forgot his name. It's not famous enough. Scorpion has this whole piece there, just like the official one, I guess. Printing on the back, which is standard. And let me just put that back on. And yeah, it's nice that he has this tail. The front is okay too. Printed okay. Nothing too special about him, just a decently copied figure. Next is Spiderwoman, which is nice to have a Spiderwoman copy. Again, pretty good. Nothing too special to say about her. Her hair's too tight. Quick look at the back. Very decent copy of the official. It's good. I'm going to say the Spider-Woman of the SCCC was previously copied by Pogo SNH, I can't remember. And this one's based on the one that you get in the Big Bridge set. Actually, a lot of the figures here are from the Big Bridge set, so if you can't afford that set because it's really big, so either you can't afford the space for it or the money for it because it's a big set and expensive, this is a good way to get so far for all of these these figures from that set. Next we have Stan Lee the Man, which is good overall, actually really, really good. Unfortunately, he's halfway hulking because it doesn't have any sleeves, which just ruins everything. I'm gonna have to find some sand colored arms for him. Hey, hi Sandman. You can get one arm from him but not the other one. That's disappointing. Why didn't they give him correct colored arms? They gave the arms to him, to Sandman. What happened? Stan Lee, did you rip your sleeves off? It doesn't have second face or anything. At least I remember it doesn't have it. And the hair's, again, really... What's up with tight hairs? Come on, come off. My god, this is... Yeah, his Stan Lee's hair won't come off. Is that something? Like, come on. I'm even using my shirt now. Ugh. There you go. Ripped it off his hair just to confirm he doesn't have any back head print. God damn it. I'm gonna try and plug this on just right so I don't need to pull it off again ever. Yeah, his hair doesn't go on too well either. It's really tight. You gotta get it just right. There we go. So yeah, the printing is one whole print from torso to hip, same as the back. You know, did they print the side? Yeah, they did. They made sure the side was black as well, so that's good. Attention to detail there. Why is the arm the wrong color? Oh well, if I swap his arms, that'd be fine, I guess. At least we have a good Stan Lee figure. We're gonna end with Captain America, by the way. Here we go. Hobgoblin. It's got a very thin cape with the holes in it, so it's even more fragile than their regular capes. Just remove that. Remove the head. He's got a pumpkin there. Does not come with pumpkin fire, unfortunately. It's just a pumpkin. I guess it's easy enough for you to find a random Lego fire piece to plug on that. But aside from not having the flame, he's done alright. They've actually bothered printing. They tried to imitate the double color leg thing with official Lego, and they printed the dark blue color all the way to the top. They didn't. There aren't any gaps there, which is quite impressive that they've done that. So let's compare him to the XINH, of course, who does have a pumpkin with flame. The pumpkins are the XINH one's printed a little bit better. The eyes are clearer than the Pogo one. Aside from that, the figure itself is they've done the reverse thing. They've digital printed orange on dark blue plastic, which is a huge mistake because A, they didn't print it too correctly. It's a bit off-centered. B, there's no print there, and C, they didn't let the white dry up fast enough, so the orange paint looks blotchy and ugly. He also has a very thin cape, but it's furry on the inside, so it feels a little bit more secure than the Pogo one. His helmet, his hood also comes off a lot easier. Just comparing the back there. Yeah, I'm gonna say the Pogo one wins here just because they painted the legs a lot better than this one. But I've put him the wrong way around, haven't I? Oops. I'm going to swap his body back around. He's back to front. Oopsies. But yeah, Pogo one's definitely the better option here compared to the XINH Hobgoblin, even though he comes with a flame pumpkin, and the pumpkin looks like it's slightly better printed. You can easily just get a flame piece anywhere else. Finally, the most important figure of the set, I guess, apart from Stan Lee, is the SDCC Captain America, who turns out to be a Hydra agent, according to the new comic book, which is just a bit silly. The shield here is also built this way. You get a stick piece to plug in there, which I don't like too much. I prefer just a single piece shield, but I guess this makes it easier for you to display the shield on, plug it into the wall and so on. I don't know. It's okay, I guess. Shield aside, his arm is a little bit tight, but yeah, the figure itself is done pretty nicely. They've copied it pretty well. I do like the suit design that they've done. The back there also looks pretty accurate, so if you're looking for a cheap design copy of the SDCC Captain America, there you go. This is the only place to get it, and fortunately for all of us, it's a pretty good copy. So I actually like this wave a lot. It's very colourful. They're all Marvel characters, and mostly Spider-Man characters from the same set. So if you like the characters from that set, but you can't afford the set, then this is a great bootleg set to get for that set. The New York Bridge set I'm referring to. And the Stan Lee figure plus Captain America here feel like a bonus that they've just slapped on here, which is a very nice bonus. So, you can build your own New York Bridge or something and add these characters to it, or your own New York scene, add these characters to it, and it does a pretty good job. So overall, I highly recommend this set. All the figures, even the less so characters, are done pretty well, and it is still a shame that Stan Lee looks like they have the wrong colored arms, but he's still a very good figure, and replacing the arms with better colored arms from different figures or spare parts. Shouldn't be too hard, I expect. I do have a lot of spare pieces myself, so I'm going to see if I can do that. But everyone else who buys a lot of bootlegs or official Lego should be able to easily replace those arms. So it's not a huge issue. And yeah, overall, very high quality wave. That some of them could just look like real Lego, especially like the Scarlet Spider. That's done very well. Yeah, as always, you can check out my other videos based on Lego bootleg and knockoffs, as well as the official Lego stuff that I've reviewed. I've reviewed a lot of superhero stuff and Star Wars stuff and other City and other Lego Mega Bloks and other brands, and as well as other action figures such as SH Figuarts, Mezco, Bunko, Figma, and model kits, monster arts, etc, etc. So you can check those out too. And as always, I hope you turn adblock off. I would appreciate that so much. And you can also support this channel on Patreon if you think this channel deserves this, and do more projects aside from Lego reviews and toy reviews. But of course, as always, you don't have to do any of that. As always, take care, have a nice day. I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye now.